Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Life with Nati, or welcome in if you're new. My name is Natalia. My friends and family call me Nati. And my goodness, you guys, I cannot believe it is already the end of week 2 for May with Yuumei. I'm shocked. I swear somebody hit that fast forward button and was like, nope, I'm not pausing it. These weeks has flown by. Um, but for those of you guys who don't know what May with Yuumei is, me and my co-host Nicole, also known as Budgeting with Alpaca here on YouTube. I will make sure I leave her YouTube channel in the description box below. Please go check her out because she also does weekly whip and chats as I do, and she does the giveaways on her channel as well as my channel. That way you have more chances to win. And we basically, over on Facebook, we have a group called Year with Yuumei, which is my year-long event that I created for Yuumei art. And in the middle of this event for the mid-year, I decided to put a mid-year event for May to the end of June. I decided this for a couple of reasons. The biggest being that Yuumei's birthday lands in May. And I was like, what better time to do like a mid-year event than that? And I also plan on doing I also plan on doing May with Yuumei every year, um, in celebration for her birthday, and also because I know I'm not going to be able to get through all of my Yuumei art this year. But if you guys do want to join, it's never too late. Just go ahead and go over to Facebook. I'll leave that linked in the description box below as well. Go to Facebook and join the event. You're not late. You can join for the May through June event, or you can also stick around for the year-long event, or you can just look at other people's finishes and progress. And I'm telling you, you guys are zooming past these paintings. Like I applaud you. You guys are amazing. All right, and in this video, we'll be doing a whip and chat. For those of you guys who don't know what WIP stands for, WIP stands for work in progress. My work in progress is Bath Time by Yuumei Art. This is a square canvas. She's 65 centimeter by 103.8 centimeter, big girl, and I'm literally still at the top. I can't. I don't even know. I don't know why. Um, and also in this video, somewhere in this video, I will have a keyword for you to use in the comments below, so that you can have the chance to win a prize for next week's Whip and Chat. At the end of this video, I will have a clip of the winners of last week's video for the YouTube portion, as well as the progress over on Facebook's winners. So exciting! Let's go ahead and talk about what I will be working with today. I will be working with this tray. I've been working with this tray since the beginning of this event because it is the May with Yuumei 2025 event tray from Bijou Bliss. I love this tray. I love the magnets of this tray. It's amazing. I will also be using a pen that I created. It's a limited edition pen. I will mostly be using that pen. I also have this pen that I got from Creationz Morin. You guys, this pen is so pretty. I specifically got this pen thinking about seating imagination. I just thought it would go so well with it. But I haven't even kitted that one up yet. But yes, this is from Creationz Morin. And then I have Bistro's pen, my Kiki pen. And this is just like an Amazon pen that I just have the straighteners just in case. I have my putty remover tweezers with Totoro on it. This is from Susy's shop. And then I have her tweezers as well, her ceramic tip tweezers with Kiki on it. I'm going to turn down the volume of my phone. You would think my phone don't go off because it is literally 12 o'clock in the morning right now. but of course not. I have my putty. I put it in a clear bag so I won't accidentally sell it. But it's coconut scented. And then I have my koi fish cover binder. You guys, I love these cover binders. Oh, it's so pretty. And then my trinket tray will be holding everything. This is the Made with Yuumei trinket tray that I created over on my shop. If you guys are interested in any of these products, I'll make sure I have everything listed down below in the description box. But this came from Craftsperations. The pen is from Craftsperations and the cover binder is from Craftsperations. And then we have the tweezer set that is from Susy's store over on Etsy, Creationz more in, and Amazon, and Bistros. All right, let's go ahead and cut into this if I can get it open. All right, let's pick a color. What color do I want to use? Let's go with the number 8. So, how is everybody doing? I hope your week has been amazing. Mine has been extremely, extremely busy and crazy and super fast. Like I'm not joking when I say that I feel like there is a fast forward button going on right now, and I don't know how to stop it. Like everything is just zooming past. There's not enough hours in the day, I feel like. Oh, and in my pen, I have Diamond Art Club's metal tip single placer, and their 15 placer, or is this 10? I have no idea how many. Yep, I have Diamond Art Club's pen, multi placers on this one as well, and then on my single placer on this one, I have my wax, and on my other pens, I have glue dots. All right, so how has my week been? You guys, I don't even know where to begin. My week has been so hectic and so crazy. Like, I feel like the crazier the day is, the faster the day goes. Like, I wish it was the opposite. Actually, no. I don't know. I just wish there was more time. Like, I just feel like I'm not getting enough done in a day, no matter what I do. So, all week I have been grinding and doing my best to catch up on sales. I like honestly never in my wildest dreams imagined that my shop will be making as many sales as it is. Like I'm super grateful, but like I never imagined. Like I hoped that I would get sales. I just didn't think it would be like this. And it can be extremely overwhelming until I actually sit back and actually lose myself in creating the stuff for my shop. Oh my God. Hang on. I don't know what's going on. Actually, I think I know what it is. One second, guys. Oh, let's see if this works better. Yeah. Okay, so I know what happened with that. I forgot that I tried using the wax that I just made today on this pit tip, and I don't know, I guess it's the temperature or something, but my wax wasn't as good as my previous wax, and I didn't change anything, but I probably also didn't wait long enough to use it because it was like still extremely soft and very tacky. But yeah, all week long I have been doing my absolute best to catch up on making the stuff for the orders. Um, so yeah, it's been keeping me busy, plus my kids um, keep me quite quite busy and on my toes. But the good news is I did manage to make a bunch of stuff, and I will be sending them all out on Monday and Tuesday. And I don't want to overwhelm my mail lady with giving her a huge stack of packages. So I'm going to divvy them out in 2 days instead of just all in one shot. Um, but like I said, I finally was able to manage to do quite a few orders, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm pretty sure you guys are grateful as well. I don't mean for it to take forever to be shipped, but I also have to make sure that I also have to just make sure my sanity is good. Um, so I just have to learn how to breathe and pace myself in, so to speak, because like I am new to my small shop and whatnot, so I'm still learning the ins and outs of it and trying to find a rhythm that works for me and my family, um, where I don't end up being backed up so badly. So, moving forward, um, my next events that I plan on sponsoring, I will make sure I make quite a few ahead of time. I didn't do it before because, like I said, I'm a new shop and I was not expecting to have as many sales as I'm getting. So I never really made too many products because I didn't know if it would sell. And the products that I have are very specific to like either an event or to a particular person who is asking for a custom something. So I can't make, I felt like I couldn't make multiple of anything because it may or may not sell. Um, and I'm quickly learning that that is not the way I should do it. I should definitely be more prepared and have at least four of the products already made. Um, like not even the pens that I have right here. Um, I I am selling a limited amount, but they're not all made yet. Because again, I didn't expect for it to sell the way it did, which I'm super grateful for. And these pens do take quite a bit of time. I mean, there's the whole pouring the blue first, and then at the same time, I have to make sure I pour the star that's inside this pen, and then I have to wait till all that cures, glue it, make sure it dries, and then put the clear coat, make sure that cures correctly, and then be able to turn the pen. So it's a pretty big process, which is why I said I was only going to do a limited amount of them, um, and they're not all made yet. But I did make a few, and I will be shipping them out, fingers crossed, Monday and Tuesday, so that you guys can have your event pen for said event. Um, and again, I'm doing other events and I have to make sure those are also done and shipped out. What the heck did I just do? Done and shipped out for you guys. But I am super appreciative of my husband, um, my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law. But she came and picked up my kids early this week, and she took them all with her, um, which I'm super grateful for because I was losing my mind. I needed a little bit of a break because my daughter and her terrible twos I'm telling you, that's a real thing. And yeah, all of that stuff, it was a very long, hard day. And my mother-in-law came and took them for the night, and I was like, awesome. And then my husband came home from work and he was like, okay, what do you need help with? And I was like, everything. So it was amazing because my husband came home, he took a shower, and he sat down in my office with me and helped me create some of the orders. And I'm so grateful because it helped. It sped up the time in creating everything, and it made things fun. So it was more enjoyable to do. Um, he can't do it all the time, um, because he, yeah, his job is very strenuous and he comes home tired, and it's completely understandable. And then when he does come home, he immediately takes the kids into the living room, closes the door, and gives me a few hours to do what I can. And we can't always do it together because somebody has to watch the kids. Um, Resin is not something you really want to have out where your little ones can get to. That stuff is not easy to come off your hands, and my babies are small enough to want to put their hands in their mouth and eat everything their hands touch. So it's not a good idea. So he stays in the living room. I'm in my office doing my shop work. So yeah. But when we have our days where it's just me and him, he does help as much as he possibly can, and I love it. I love him for it. It helps a lot and takes a lot of stress out of the situation. But yes, a bunch of orders will be sent out, and I'm so happy for it, and I know you guys are happy for it, so that is always a good thing. And I think that's all the eights. Yeah, yeah, yes. All right. Let's see. Let's go with the white square. You guys, I am so happy with the amount of people participating in this event. I had quite a few people leave a comment for last week's WIP and chat, and I really enjoy reading the comments and your thoughts. It's a honestly, to me, it's a blessing. I don't. I need to learn how to start responding to the comments. I mean, I make sure I put a heart to show that I've read the comments, but like I said, these days have been flying by, and it's just been so busy. But I still make sure I find the time to at least read the messages, and it always puts a big old smile on my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe so many people are actually watching my videos and commenting, and um, it's a great feeling. It's like a very good feeling to see it, and you guys have left some amazing comments and the things that you love about spring the most, and it just brought a big old smile on my face. I'm like, I'm not alone. So many people love spring. I mean, it's such a beautiful time of the year. It's so colorful for the most part. I did read a comment about someone stating that they have pretty bad storms, which is understandable. I mean, that's sad. That's not the best. That's not the best time, but for the most part, it is the season of blooming flowers, and I love it. I mean, I'm an artist myself, and looking out my window and seeing the art of Mother Nature is absolutely everything to me. I lived in Florida and Alabama for quite a while, and the season changes are definitely not the same as it is here in New York. So there really wasn't much tree color changing and fall feels and all that good stuff that I have here. So for many years, I was raised here in New York. So my entire life was here in New York, and I moved away when I want to say I was 16 years old, and I moved out of New York and moved to Alabama, and I stayed in the South for a very long time. I didn't move back to New York until I met my husband again. I met my husband while I was still in diapers. So my husband was literally my very first kiss. Even though we were babies, I still say it's my first kiss because it was. My mom lived right next door to his dad's store. His dad had owned the store, and my mom caught me and my husband when I was 3 and he was 2, caught us under the counter kissing. And yeah, we knew each other since diapers. Um, and then we moved, and I lost touch with him. And then in high school, I met him again. Although I didn't remember him, I did not remember my husband, and I had brought him home to my house so that he could meet my mom. And it didn't dawn on my mom until his dad came to pick him up that she knew him, and apparently I did too. I just didn't remember him. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, is that my Lulu?" And I was like completely disgusted that my mom just called him Lulu. I was like, "Ew, mom, don't call him that." She was like, "I could call him that. That's my Lulu. I changed his diapers and caught him kissing you under the counter and all types of stuff." And they started reminiscing, and I was like, "Oh, wow." So apparently we knew each other. And we moved, and 13 years later, I found him in high school, and we were young and still maturing, and situation happened in high school and we broke up. And soon after that, I did move to Alabama. And then 13 years later, so if you haven't seen a pattern in time frame, 13 is mine and my husband's number. I know a lot of people think 13, the number 13 is a bad number. It's not for us. That's our actual number because when we were babies, 13 years later, I met him again in high school, and then 13 years later, we found each other again, and then he drove this huge blue van to Florida for a business trip and found me again. And I took a heck of a plunge and literally decided to jump in that big old blue van, and he brought me back to New York. And I had told him while we were still talking on the phone, I was like, once me and you are like back together, we are going to get married in a year. And he's like, well, I don't know about all that. I was like, no, in a year we will be married. I put my foot down. I was locking him in for good. And he's like, okay. And literally to the date, we got married 1 year later. I have no idea how I got into the subject. Um, oh, me living in Florida. But yes, I lived in Florida for, I want to say, for 4 or 5 years. I was living in Florida, and then before that, I was living in Mississippi. Before that was Tennessee. Before that was Alabama. Um, well, no, I'm sorry. Before that was Georgia, then Alabama. I mean, sorry, Georgia, then Florida. Geesh. And then back to New York. And then when I came back to New York, I have been away from New York for so long that I forgot about the season changing. And when I moved to Florida, it was winter time, and I was like, I miss the snow. And now I'm like, oh, no, snow. But when I first came, it was like just started snowing, and I was just over the moon with it, all the white. And then came spring, and I forgot about the beautiful changes of colors in the trees and the flowers blossoming, and yeah. And then fall, that's well, summer, obviously summer with all the greenery, and then fall when all the trees starts dying, but such beautiful colors then. You got the oranges and browns, and I love it. And then the evergreens always stay green. But yes, I completely forgot about the season changes here in New York, and I love seeing it. And I didn't realize how much I missed it until it was back in my life, because I swore I would never move back to New York ever again. Um, my childhood here in New York was a very hard childhood. Yeah, my life was not sunshine and rainbows growing up, but it did make me into the person that I am today. So for that, I'm grateful. Do I wish I never went through half the stuff that I went through? Absolutely. But you can't change the past. You can just keep moving forward, staying positive, keeping your head up. And that is what I try to do every day. My husband used to always say this saying, always be better than what you were yesterday. Um, so in other words, please just keep moving forward. Don't move backwards. And I kept that saying, and it yeah, it's what's kept me pretty strong. I do want to move out of New York. I don't want to stay here. Um, New York is just not, it's not the place for me. I love the season changing. I honestly do, and I will miss it dearly, but I don't want to live here anymore. And me and my husband are trying to figure out the future and what we're gonna do, because New York is just so violent. Another thing that happened last week was I did have a family member, my cousin. She was only 17 years old. Was shot and she passed away. And it reminds me just how violent this place can be. And I know there's violence anywhere you go, but I don't know. I like I don't my son's not even in school because of the violence that's going down. Like I pulled my son out of school. He's homeschooled now, and it's not something I want for my kids, and I don't want my youngest daughter and my youngest son to go to school here. Like I want to be gone before it's time for them to go to school. It's yeah. And this conversation just got dark like really fast. So we're changing the subject because I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be depressed. I want this to be a happy whip and chat. You guys, these tweezers are absolutely amazing. If you guys have not checked out Susy's shop, please, please take a little bit of time, go look at them. She does customizable tweezers, and these tweezers are the absolute best. They're so comfortable to work with. I think the only thing I don't like about the ceramic ones is I like to multi-place with tweezers, and it's a learning curve with these. And I literally, the highest number the tweezers will allow is three. Um, and I normally will multi-place up to five drills, but I can't with these. But they do work amazing, and I can pick up round drills with these, which shocked me to no end. I don't use tweezers often because I'm slower with them, because I feel like I have to be more precise when using tweezers. And I honestly one time did a whole section just using tweezers. It took me forever. One, and then I looked at it and I was like, because I did it because I was like, let me see if my placement will be straighter. And I'm like, okay, I can't even tell the difference between my multi-placer and the tweezers. You guys, thank you so much for bearing with me. I know I jump a lot in topic, but I can't help it. It's how my brain works. I'm trying to think of anything exciting, like happy news that's happened this week. Um, there was obviously a lot of sad that happened, with my cousin um, passing away. But yeah, my husband is he's an amazing man. He makes sure that he cheers me up in a way that only he can do. Like if anybody else were to try to cheer me up in those moments, I kind of snap, and I'm not the nicest person in the whole world. Um, but my husband knows how to get to me in a way that nobody else does, and I am so grateful for him. Um, oh, yesterday, me and the family went out to eat together. We don't do a lot of like outside of the house family time. Not as much as we wish we did, but it's like life is just so busy, so fast, and by the time we're like, okay, let's do something, it's like, oh, it's late. Like we can't do anything, um, which is sad, but we did make sure we had found time yesterday and we went out to eat. Um, we went to Applebee's and we ate at Applebee's. My daughter, we got her own food, because she's going to be two soon. Oh my God, I can't believe she's about to be two. But she will be two soon, and I was like, "You're gonna be a big girl, and you're gonna have your food, and we'll have ours." And of course, I gave her a pizza and some mozzarella sticks, and she chowed down on the mozzarella sticks, and she looked at the pizza and she goes, "Ew." I was like, "What do you mean, ew? You love pizza." And she goes, "Ew, nasty," and took the food right out of my plate. So of course she didn't want her food, but she wanted mommy's food. I mean, gotta love gotta love motherhood, which I actually really do. And then my 9-month-old was in the um, high chair, and my baby's arms and legs are always like really long, and I forget just how long their arms and legs can be. And my son kept reaching and going into mine and my husband's plate of food. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I keep forgetting how freaking absolutely ridiculously long our babies are. But right when the waiter brought our food, my ooh, that just went all the way across. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I was trying to fix one drill, and of course all the other drills decided like, oh, you want me to move out the way? No, I didn't. But right when the waiter came and brought us our food, my little boy decided he wanted to reach up and grab my husband's coffee that he ordered and dumped it all over his brand new outfit. Luckily, the coffee was not hot, but in a matter of me trying to grab my plate, my son moved just that fast and pulled that cup of coffee down. And my anxiety ran right out the roof. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what if it was hot? And my husband's like, you need to calm down. It wasn't hot. He's okay. I mean, he smells like coffee, but he's okay. Oh my goodness. My son is a very, very handsy baby. But he also did eat big people food. Like, I can't believe how fast these kids are growing. Like, slow down, please. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything has like a fast forward button. There is no pause button or slow mo button. Nope, it's just fast forward. Heck, I'll be okay if you just press play. Honestly, I was debating on whether or not I should do a whip and chat or a packing video for um, the end of week 2 May with Yuumei event. But I was like, I chickened out and I was like, nobody wants to see that. This is a diamond painting event, not a small business event. Um, but if you guys are interested, maybe I can do next week, I can do either a packing video or a creating my items instead of a whip and chat. Um, if you're interested, obviously I'll make sure I keep all personal information off screen. But yeah, I chickened out. I really did. Okay, I think I want to keep this video short and sweet um, instead of long and drawing. um, Trying to think of a code word, and I think I'm gonna go with flower. And the reason why I want to go with flower is because looking back at last week's video, you guys were talking mostly about the blooms of spring is what you guys like the most, and I would like to know what your favorite flower is. My favorite flower, hands down, is a magnolia. I absolutely love the magnolia flowers. I know they bloom only once a year, but when they do bloom, they're one, absolutely beautiful, and two, smells so good. So yes, magnolia is my favorite flower. In the comments below, use keyword flower and tell me what your favorite flower is for the chance to win a prize for next week's Whip and Chat. Speaking of prizes, let's go ahead and figure out what next week's prizes are going to be. Over on my channel, we have Creationz Morin, and they have a trinket tray, putty, and gift card bundle set for one lucky winner this week. We also have a $15 DP with Sparklers gift code, which reminds me, um, The winner of week 1 DP with Sparkler never got in touch with me. Please, please, please make sure you get in touch with me because that's the only way I can send you your gifts, is if you reach out to me. I'm very, very busy and I can't hunt down every winner. So I make sure I write your name in the group and tag you into that post, letting you know what you did win and for you to reach out to me. Um, and honestly, right now, that is all I can do. I can't hunt down winners. I'm so sorry. Um, but yes, there is a $15 DP with Sparklers gift code, and also J&L's putty and cover minder is also up for grabs. Going to have for the progress post over on Facebook, you're gonna have the chance to win the Creationz Morin and DP with sparklers. And then here on YouTube, if you use you and then here on YouTube, if you use the word flower in the comments, you have the chance to win the J&L um, cover minder and putty set. And then last week's giveaways, it was Creationz Morin, These Studios, and Greatful Pop. Um, and at the end of this video, I will be having a small clip on the winners and doing the wheel and the comment picker. So please stay tuned to the very, very end to see if you won. I wish you guys all the luck. I haven't done it yet. It is currently Friday when I'm doing this recording, giving me enough time to edit it tomorrow to make sure it's uploaded on Sunday. Yeah, that's how I do things. Because if I do it any other way, I am not going to get it done, honestly, because I can't. I'm unable to sit at my desk for hours on end recording, editing, and uploading because it takes forever for the video to upload to YouTube. So yeah, I break mine into 3 different days. It's just easier for me. So today I do the whip and chat. Tomorrow after 8 o'clock, I shut down the comments over on Facebook, and then I do the draw for that. Well, I make the wheel and do the draw for that. And then also at the same time, I do the comment picker on YouTube after 8 o'clock on Saturdays. If you do a post after 8 o'clock on Saturday, it's not going to count, um, or even the comments. It's just not going to count, and I do apologize. Um, just got to make sure if you're doing the progress, please, please, please make sure you have it up before 8 o'clock on Saturdays. You don't have to do immediately when I put up the post. You don't have to put your progress on day one. Um, you just got to make sure that you do it before 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturdays. I hope that makes sense. All right, you guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking to the very end. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you're always notified when I do any more whip and chats, or maybe possibly when I do my detox diamond painting, which I really do want to do because I want to feel like I want to be held accountable for my no buy, because I am so tempted all the time to buy new paintings and I just need to not. I need to love on the paintings that I do have, and dwindle this stash down just a tad bit before I buy more. I'm not on a complete no buy, I am on an extreme low buy. So, yeah. Um, Make sure you hit that notification bell if you're interested in any of that, or even if you're interested in following along this event. And please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed yourself, which I hope you did. And make sure you don't forget to write in the comments below your favorite plant. Keyword is, I mean, sorry, your favorite flower. Keyword is flower. Um, and yes, good luck to all the winners and happy diamond painting. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you on Sunday. Love you laters. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to week 2 winners. You guys, this is so exciting. There was a total of, let's see, does it tell me? Yes, 58 entries for the Facebook progress posts. That's amazing. I am so happy to see it. You guys are doing wonderful work. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to scroll. The names are right here. I'm just going to scroll to show that I put everybody's name in the wheel. If your name is not on the wheel, it's because there was only one person I did not put the name on the wheel, and it's only because they put their start photo in the post instead of a progress photo. Please make sure you put your progress photo and that there is a noticeable progress to your canvas, please. The 58 entries, you guys. That's so exciting. Okay, that's all the names. Now we're just going to go ahead and shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle. All right, and let's make this nice and big for you guys can see. Here we go. This is for These Studios with the pretty putty, and it has a pretty putty, and then it has the normal putty. Let's go ahead and spin. Jess, congratulations, love. You won the These Studios. Whew, I don't know why that's so hard to say, but you won These Studios putty. Make sure you reach out to me over on Facebook so that I can get it to you. Congratulations, love. I'm going to go ahead and remove your name so you won't get spun again. All right. And let me go ahead and write that down so I won't forget. All right. Next up is Grateful Pop. That is for the pretty blue pen that is inspired by porcelain dress. So here we go, you guys. Good luck. Congratulations, Rebecca King. You won the Grateful Pop pen. Make sure you reach out to me so that I can get the information needed so that you can receive your beautiful pen turned by the wonderful Heather. And you guys, I'm sorry I was laughing. I didn't realize the music was one, going to be that loud, and two, was that random. If that's a no-go for you guys, let me know so that next time I'll make sure I remove the music. Let's go ahead and remove Rebecca King from the wheel, only because I send this wheel over to Nicole, also known as Budgeting with Alpaca, here on YouTube. She is my co-host and she does the other set of winnings. So let's go ahead and get off of here. All right, next up is going to be for the YouTube wins. So last week, the key word you were supposed to put in the comments was spring. I asked you guys to tell me what was your favorite thing of spring or the one thing that you liked about spring or didn't like, but keyword was spring. There were 34 comments that use the word spring, and we're going to go ahead and figure out who's going to win. This is for Creationz Morin. She has a tray, a surprise tray, a putty, and a gift card. So let's go ahead and pick a winner. Okay, and the winner is Anri Anrinki 3229. I hope that's correct. But congratulations, love. You won the Creationz Morin. gift, make sure you reach out to me. If you are not on the Facebook group, I'll have my email address in the description box below where you can just reach out to me and we can get you situated with your winnings. Her comment says, thanks for the video. I miss spring. When I was a kid, spring would last a few months. Now it's almost every year that spring seems to be over in a week. I really appreciate the spring for lasting a bit longer. I get it. Here in New York, I'm telling you, weather is insane, but I do love the spring because of all the beautiful colors and the trees and the warmer weather. So, yeah, I really enjoy it. Congratulations, sweetheart. All right, and then we also have one more that I want to go for, and this is for Craftsperations. So you can go to craftsperations.store, and this is for $15 off my shop on anything you like in my shop. All right, let's go ahead and pick a winner. Okay, and the winner is, I don't know why it's doing this. Francis, congratulations, love. It says spring is my favorite season, especially here in North Carolina. I bet. I've been there a few times, but never to see the season changes. But I bet it is pretty. Congratulations, sweetheart. Make sure you reach out to me. I know for a fact you know where I am on Facebook, so reach out to me so that I can give you the $15 off my shop. Again, congratulations, everybody. I am stoked to be doing this event. I can't wait for next week's winners. I can't wait to see you guys' progress. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Love you laters.